New rules requiring US investors to report or avoid certain technology investments in China came into effect on Thursday. In October 2024, the US Department of Treasury announced the new regulations restricting US investments in certain technologies and products in China, including semiconductors and microelectronics, quantum information technologies and artificial intelligence. For more discussions on the new US tech regulations, I'd like to bring in Zhou Mi, a Senior Research Fellow at the Chinese Academy of International Trade and Economic Cooperation. Thank you very much for joining us. How will these new regulations impact the developments of the tech industry, particularly in areas such as artificial intelligence, computer chips and quantum computing?
We know that all these areas of technologies are very new, so they are evolving very quickly. So in the history, we have a lot of cooperation among the world by different countries to support the development of this technology. Well, when they are putting some of these restrictions, I mean, the market must be fragmented. So when the companies want to do more, they have no ideas what they want to do, where the direction they have to go to. And the second, I think it is very annoying is that all this information of the investment must be informed to the Treasury of the United States, and that is definitely will avoid a lot of uncertainties. And also, I think that is also, will put the market in a lot of unknown areas of development. And the third one, I think that is also a challenge for the Treasury of the United States because they have no idea about what can they do because it hasn't appeared in the past. It's a new thing. So there are so many chaos and uncertainties in such a kind of measurements.
What specific negative effects will the new regulations have on American semiconductor and technology companies such as NVIDIA, AMD, Micron, Broadcom, Qualcomm and Intel? Is it feasible for these companies to mitigate policy risks and maintain collaborations with Chinese firms?
Yeah, actually, as you mentioned, that all these companies are the leading companies in those areas, and they are leading because they have a lot of technology and trying to be used in the market. Well, China is definitely one of the biggest markets. It's not only for right now, but also for the future. We have such a big potential for all these companies to develop. If they are not able to be supported by the market demand, I think that they will have much less, impassion or the willingness to do more development and research. And it's definitely not good for them to try to have a return about the investment. So they may think about what they can do to comply with these restrictions or together benefit by the market. I think it's really challenging, but I mean the market can figure out what they can do.
Could these policies change if President Trump takes office in January?
Yeah, actually, it's also a very possible thing because, Trump has different consideration compared with Biden administrations. They have different scenarios about the logic of the businesses. I don't think that they will try to change everything, but I think that, as Trump has mentioned, that he is not quite satisfied with this regulation. And I mean that for the companies, especially from some of the business and the private sector, they do need a lot of certainty about the cooperation. Well, the cooperation between China and the United States is definitely one of the biggest in the world. They have provided so many spaces. It's not only meeting the demand of China, but also meeting the demand of the United States. It's a kind of a very important possibilities that we should try to discuss that in the coming days.
Zhou Mi, Senior Research Fellow at the Chinese Academy of International Trade and Economic Cooperation. Really appreciate your time as always.